Good day, friends. My name is Wessel Bentley. I live in Pretoria, South Africa. The peace of the Lord be with you. We are nearing day 40 of our national lockdown. Our regulations have been quite strict, with our movements severely hampered, for good reason. Who would have thought that we would be in this situation? I mean, no aeroplanes in the sky, parking lots at shops almost empty, schools and universities suspended, highways with very little traffic on them, that we can only go out for a walk and a run between 6 and 9 a.m. Who would have thought? This is new territory for all of us, and in many ways it is quite scary. I suppose it must be as scary as sitting in a small boat in the middle of a large lake when a storm comes out of nowhere and disrupts life. It reminds me of the story recorded in Matthew chapter 14 verses 22 to 33, the story of Jesus coming to his disciples in the middle of a storm. Imagine, the disciples must have been petrified. And there, in the distance, they see Jesus coming towards them. What might be noteworthy is that Jesus is not intimidated by the waves that scare them. Jesus comes to them in the middle of their crisis, and Jesus brings them peace. To me, in the middle of this crisis, when I feel disconnected, Jesus brings some measure of peace, some sense in this chaos, when I am reminded that the church is about community, not about the building where we worship on a Sunday. It has been fantastic to find new, innovative ways to stay connected with our fellow sojourners in the faith. We can continue to pray for one another, to journey alongside one another, to encourage one another, and to remind one another that we are in all of this together. Jesus brings some sense of peace in this chaos. When I look around and find the inspiring testimonies of how faith communities are rallying together to help the most vulnerable in our society. Jesus brings peace. I suppose when we take the time to look around, we may find how Jesus brings peace to us through the lessons that we are learning in this crisis. And so, friend, I would like to encourage you that if you find yourself in a boat in the middle of chaos, may Jesus find you and bring you the peace that you need. Amen.